My friends, I'm doing a video as a follow-up to one that, well, actually a series of videos I did probably starting around 2015, 2016 about life in the foothills of western North Carolina. I recently had a really nice couple email me. Now this happens from time to time, and so I apologize for not doing more videos like this that sort of revise my former videos. I hope you don't mind riding along with me. It's a good time to do a video like this. I'm going to go visit my mom who's in a rest home or assisted living up in Spruce Pine. It's actually Labor Day as I'm going up to do this. So I'm going to show you. I'm using the Insta360 X4, and so we're going to see some scenery along the way. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. It's not going to be too aggravating to watch. The couple that has emailed me, let me get a little bit specific for them, then I'll get more general later. They mentioned that they live in Austin, Texas, and that they like it there a lot, but it's just gotten too big and a little too, I guess, crazy lifestyle there. And they're looking to go to a place where they can have 4 seasons again, and a place where they can enjoy hiking and kayaking and exploration. They like the woods, they like forests and all that, and natural beauty. And I think it's the gentleman that really likes maybe you're riding the surfboards with the sails on them, sail surfing, whatever you call that. And he, I think, has visited North Carolina Outer Banks before. If he's not, then you're going to love that. That's a great place for that, especially on the sound side of the Outer Banks. The ocean side's a little rough, but you got just you got places where the Outer Banks are maybe 150 yards across or 100 yards across, and you got the sound on the other side, and it's smoother waters. I've watched people. I've often wanted to try that myself. I'll not digress anymore, but yeah, the North Carolina coast is great. They're asking, have things changed since my 2016 videos? Now, when I did those videos, I had some facts in front of me. I went to like citydata.com, which you can still go to, and you can see how crime rates are moving, how prices, median prices for homes, what employers are paying. You can get some good general statistics. I don't have that in front of me while I'm driving, but I'm just going to give you a lot of, I guess, anecdotal type information as to answer the questions. Want to know if things got more expensive? Is the culture still sort of the same? I still live in Valdese myself, Valdese, North Carolina. We're coming up on Morganton. Morganton is where I work, and it's a great town. So is Valdese. I work for the healthcare organization here, which is UNC Health Blue Ridge, and we've just built this major expansion. I'll share some video of it with you. So healthcare in this area is just really taking off. I mean, here in Morganton, we're going to be the hub of the western part of University of North Carolina healthcare system, which means we're going to be a level 3 trauma center. We've got state-of-the-art everything. So from a healthcare point of view, things look really great here. As far as an economic point of view, I would still say we're in good shape. Everything has gotten so expensive everywhere. Now, friends, when I made those videos in 2015, 2016, you could go out and buy a nice house for $250,000. Now that $250,000 house is going to be $400,000, $450,000. It's crazy. So, have prices gone up? Yes. Are there still some deals? You got to just look for them, and if they are deals, you need to be careful and do your homework as far as to what's around you, what's beside you. I would definitely check with the sheriff's department stuff, make sure there aren't any drug. Has the drug epidemic of the entire country gotten worse? I would say it has. I will say this: we have a great sheriff now. I actually helped with his campaign, doing some videos and things for him. He's a good man. Everybody's trying their best to manage any negative situations that are coming up. I mean, there is a drug problem here. I still would say, comparatively speaking, a lot of the surrounding counties and areas, just outside of the foothills, are worse. And I would say that nationally, maybe we're not as bad as some other places, but yeah, there's drugs, there is some crime. I still don't think you're going to find that we are, you know, among the crime leaders, particularly in Valdese where I live. It's very low crime rate. Morganton, just slightly worse, of course. If you're going out to Asheville, these people have mentioned that they visited Brevard and really like Brevard's awesome. Hendersonville's awesome. All that area up there is great. Probably more expensive real estate up there than it is down here. That's one thing about it. I still think we're probably 15% cheaper or so, maybe 20% on real estate than some of those areas that you visited and the like. You know, they had tried Chattanooga. They had gone around to, I think, Greenville, South Carolina. I like Greenville. But, you know, as far as the things you like to do, which you mentioned hiking, you mentioned exploration, kayaking, rafting, maybe going fishing, enjoying just the Blue Ridge Parkway, the lakes. Lake James down here is great. We still got the goods on that. I'm here to tell you, it is a great, beautiful place to live with a lot of stuff to do if you enjoy nature. All the things I said before still hold true about accessibility to the larger centers. Like if you need to go to Charlotte and fly out, you can be down to Charlotte in an hour and 10 minutes. We are really nicely situated here. I would say though, you know, is everything as rosy as I painted it back in 2015? Probably not, but not much worse. I mean, you know, I know I'd mentioned in back then that we are a more of a conservative area and more of a Bible going, church going type area. Let me tell you, that means a lot about as far as the desirability of this place goes. There still are a lot of good Christian people, and I'm not singling out Christianity over other religions or anything, but the people that are Christians are the people that are your best neighbors. They really are. You want that. And as far as I know, I don't know anybody that's some racist, mean, hateful person. I don't know people like that. I mean, and I know a lot of people around here. The number one thing that makes this place great is the people. And it's the people that have settled here. Now, a lot of people, particularly after watching my videos, I guess I've met probably 30 families of people that have run into me, come up to me and talked to me and asked me questions about the area, or that have said that they have moved to the area because of me, of my videos, or after watching some of my videos. And every single one of them seem to be great people. They seem to be very nice, and they all seem to be happy. I have encountered one person that moved here and said they were just having a hard time making friends. And I don't know, I didn't talk very long with that person, but out of, like I say, maybe 30 different families or different individuals, people have come up to me and they've talked to me, hey, I saw your videos. It was part and parcel to me deciding to move here. Yeah, it had an impact on them. Well, very cool. They all seem very happy. Like I say, that one person just said she was having a hard time connecting with folks. And I had a short conversation with her and told her some things that she might try. So I haven't talked to her again since. But most people that move here like it. The people from Austin have mentioned they like Four Seasons. I will say this: I've lived down in this area since 1991. That's been my primary residence. Originally that was Hickory, Conover area. Then about 14 years ago I moved to the Valdese area. We've had snow and some ice and stuff like that every year except for the last 2 years. I think it might have just blown a few flakes last year. The year before that, I don't even think it snowed. We didn't have any ice storms. That's usually one of the if it's a downside, usually we have a couple of bad ice storms a year, and you have to be careful and stay in when that happens. But we haven't even had the snow and ice the last couple of years. Now, I don't think that means from a global warming point of view, if you take that thought that that's an issue, because I don't think the summers have been any worse. In the summers, you're going to have 95, 96 degree days from time to time. I would say the overall summer daily temperature would be about 87, 88 degrees for that's Fahrenheit, for a high, and then in the mornings maybe 70, 72 degrees in the mornings. In the winter, a typical cold day, you're going to have a high of about 40, and a low of maybe 20, 22 degrees in the morning. So very mild winters. You are going to experience beautiful fall foliage. Every fall, it's just gorgeous. The weather is really nice. But again, real estate is up. The job market is tough everywhere. I think if you want employment and need employment, or not just retired, that you'll still find some things to do around here that pay pretty well. Industry does okay. There are people trying to grow the area, and then there are people that are kind of pushing back against that. They don't want the area to grow. And I kind of get both sides. I mean, we need to stay financially viable and keep the industry and all moving. And as you can see, as we're riding up down the road here, it is not crowded. We can go out and drive. I can go drive out on the side roads. I'm just taking I-40 right now. But there's plenty of space, plenty of land that's not being used that could be industrialized, and we could be bringing more jobs and more high-paying jobs to the area. So I'm sort of a proponent for that. And so I help a company called BDI, that's Burke Development Incorporated. I do video and website development stuff for them. And so I believe that we could continue to grow this area. There has been a lot of high-tech stuff moved in. I touched on some of that back in 2015, 2016 with the videos. And Google has a big center up in Lenoir. Gee whiz, there's been a whole lot of just high-tech stuff that has moved in, and I think that the place is here, Burke Business Park. I did aerial flights around that tower. They're building a big water production plant back over there beside us. But so economically, it's at least stable now. I just don't see the growth the way that I used to see it. But again, nice. I mean, you've not got an economically depressed area to move into. I'll say that. And again, the strength of the area is the people. I don't know anyone who's mean and hateful, but and just that's going to ruin your experience here. You just got to be careful. The homeless issue is starting to grow, particularly around Hickory, which has become a very popular place for people to move. It was voted one of the most affordable places in America. I think maybe the #1 most affordable place in America. A couple of years ago, I did a video about that. So, but with that has come a lot of homeless. I mean, that's a problem in Morganton and all as well. Yeah, the people that have talked to me, they mentioned Lenoir, they mentioned Taylorsville. All these are great, viable options for places to go and live. I love the Lenoir area. That's in Caldwell County, which is north of us. Rutherford County, south of us. I think you'll find something you like if you come here and visit. Just know that, like I say, everything's going up. Everything's getting more expensive. Money is always the issue. But you know what? It's going to be anywhere you go, I think. I mean, I know there are less expensive places, you know, but you gotta pick and choose what's going to be right for you. And if you like the outdoors, I mean, you can see the mountains up ahead of me. It is gorgeous. You can drive. The north end of Burke County does go up into the high mountains. Yeah, the mountains at around 4,000 feet anyway. In Table Rock, Hawksbill, the Linville Gorge, that's all at the upper edge of Burke County. There's a place called, my goodness, what's it called? Jonas Ridge. That whole area up there, Jonas Ridge. That is just beautiful. And I have some friends that live up there. That's the upper end of Burke County where it connects into Avery County. So you might look at this whole area and consider it. Yes, Spruce Pine, where I'm headed, that's nice. Newland, Avery County, Crossnore, I mean, this is if you like mountains. It's a little harsher winters up there. But here again, the winters haven't been bad lately, even in the higher elevations. I would say this is still sort of a choice place to come if you want to enjoy sort of a quasi-mountain type of lifestyle. Now me, like I say, I live in the foothills. I live on about a 1,800-foot mountain, so it's not very high, but it gives me that mountain feel, and which I miss. You know, I'm from up in the highlands. You know, I grew up about 4,300-foot elevation, and the Mount Mitchell and all is up that way, the highest mountains in the eastern United States, the Black Mountains. So, yeah, I would say come visit. I would say plan on staying 2 or 3 days, and at least. I mean, come spend a week if you want to. Drive around. I have met up with a number of people and taken them out, drove around with them. My wife thinks maybe I'm crazy for doing that, but I still, if I get a good feeling about the people, I'll go out with them and ride around and show them the area. I don't think there's a better place to live for me in North Carolina. Now, man, I love the mountains. And yeah, could I live west of here? I sure could if I had the opportunity for work. Because I'm going to have to work till I'm probably 80 years old. I don't think I'll ever retire. But given the choice, I would probably move even further west toward Tennessee. But as far as making a good living and living a good life and being around some of the best people, and there's good and bad everywhere, folks. You know that. Anyone that's walked in this world for long knows that you're going to have. You know, I wouldn't ever tell you that everything's going to be peaches and cream if you move to a place. But this has been a good place for me. It's been a great fit, and my wife loves it. My wife's from down in the eastern part of the state, where it's flat and the coastal plain, and she just thinks this is the best. She's also lived in the mountains, so she lived up where I'm going today, up in Spruce Pine, for a good long while. And so we're both on her second marriage, and she married and moved up there. And she's spent time in Virginia Beach, Washington, D.C. area, and she's happy as a lark, being in the Hickory, Morganton, Valdese, Lenoir. She even does work down toward Gastonia. She's over several community college departments of respiratory for Gaston and Catawba Valley Community College. So she likes it here. She likes the fact that really good quality health care, good place to make a living, fairly affordable. We just know that we've got it made. We bought our house at a good time. I bought my house in 2010, and everything was so reasonable. I don't mind sharing, I spent $224,000 on my house in 2010. Now, if I go to Zillow, it's like $480,000. So, you know, I'll probably never sell it. That's probably where I'm going to stay till I can't, you know, till I have to be shipped off to my own assisted living. But folks, hopefully that answers some questions. Gosh, if you really do love the outside and you love lakes and water and mountains and just lots of forests, as you can see as we've driven, I've had people. I've got a video where my brother cuts down a couple trees in my backyard, and he helps me cut down trees. It's one of my most popular videos on my channel. And I've had people send me nasty messages. I can't believe you're cutting down these beautiful trees. Rah, 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 rah. And as you're driving down through your people, I'm here to tell you, in North Carolina, I would say for every person there's at least 10,000 trees. Now, I'm probably underguessing that. It might be more like 30,000 trees for every person. Trees are like weeds here, so the forests are deep and dense. It is a beautiful state to live in. I've been all over America. I've not been to the Pacific coast though, believe it or not, but I've been up into Canada. I've been all over most of America. I love just something about everywhere I go to, but there's no place that really is as comfortable, I think, or as people friendly as this section of North Carolina. And if I go down further east of North Carolina, I don't get that same feel. I still like it. Winston-Salem, Raleigh, Durham, Greensboro, Burlington, all that. I've lived in Burlington. I go down to those areas, Chapel Hill, I still like them. There's nothing wrong with them. The eastern part of the state, I like that too. I love the coast, particularly love the coast. But no place that I've been and stayed any amount of time seems like home more than this area that I'm in right now. And that's my 2 cents worth. It's been a long video. I apologize for that. If you have any questions, additional questions for me, if you'd like for me to do a video that does center more on statistical research, I'm happy to do that. Like I say, this has just been me coming from my heart, talking about what I'm seeing. I do think, again, to finalize things, that crime has gone up slightly. I think that's still mostly because of the drug problem. And I think good people are trying to fight it and push back. I think particularly if you can get along with Christian folks and join up with a good church, I think that's a great thing. It's great to have support. That's one of the fastest way you're gonna get friends. The reason I love going to church is it gives me interaction with people that need my prayers and that I can ask for prayers for. And I'm here to tell you, people, that is powerful. You might not like my testimonials. Some people might not like that, but I'm here to tell you, if you can get good Christian friends and believe in Jesus and trust in Him and make that part of your life will get better. You'll get along really great with the people that are around here, and you'll make friends fast, and you'll have a support group. You'll have some people that care about you, and you'll start to care about them too. And so that's my number one thing I can tell you to fit in to this area is if you're a good Christian somebody. Now, there are all kinds of religions around here, and it is fairly diverse, particularly where in the medical industry where I'm, you have all kinds of different folks, and we all get along just great. We get along excellent. So there's all kinds of divisiveness, and I'm not going to get into politics because I hate politics. I just despise it. But I will tell you this: there are good-hearted people here, and there are the good-hearted people, the people that will be your friends, will stand beside you and stick with you, and really look out for your best interest, are the folks that go to Bible-believing churches. That is the truth. People can get mad at me if they want to for saying that, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. And it's not just as I see it; it is the real truth. And so I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I'm greatly blessed, and I thank God and I thank Jesus for letting me grow up in a place like this. What a blessing it has been. And you're going to find that most of the people, some of them are difficult everywhere they're there, but for the most part, it's not the mountains, it's not the accessibility to the coast, it's not the accessibility to large cultural centers. That's not what makes this place great. The place is magical, as you can see, just riding around. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm headed toward the mountains now, the highlands, and maybe I'll close with some shots of the ride up the mountain when we get there. They're up ahead of me here. We're coming through Marion at this point. It's not all this nature and beauty that makes this place great. It really is the people. It's the people, and it's the spirit of it. So I hope this has been an answer to most of your questions. I'm glad that people come, that people watch my videos and decide to be a part of this community, this region. I don't think it's ever a bad thing that people come from the outside of this area and come here. We all did originally, right? I mean, my people came from Scotland and Ireland and Norway. Nikki's people are Native American and African. We all come here and we learn to get along, and we learn to love one another. Love is still the answer. That's why I'm a Christian. Is that Christianity at its root is about love and forgiveness. peace to all who watch. Please do subscribe to my channel if you like. If you have any questions, want to reach out to me about life in North Carolina, I'm happy to tell you, to share with you my thoughts. I hope this has been a blessing for you. If you decide you do want to come and visit at some point, I'd be glad to meet up with you, have lunch with you or something, if time permits. I'm a pretty busy guy, but when people are really looking to make a life change and they're serious, and I get a good feeling from talking with them, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to share any information that I can. Again, folks, thanks for watching, and leave a comment down in the comment section if you have particularly any questions or anything you want to say, or if you're from the area and you want to add anything, you think I've misrepresented anything in any way, please share that as well. Again, who knows what's going to be said. I kind of, unless somebody just gets nasty and mean on there, I'll leave the comments so you can see. You can go down and watch this. So here again, this is 2024 Labor Day, September 2nd, 2024 that I'm making this video. Thanks for watching, folks.